Hello and welcome to Grok Trade. My name is Jerry Usher, a graduate mentoring student of the Grok program, and today is Thursday, December 23rd, 2010. Okay, well, we're looking at the S&P here, and we're going to take a look from the previous 2 days. You can see we're currently still in that uptrend, and yeah, we were basing here at the beginning of the week. Broke out here on the 20th. I guess that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today we have a lower high and a lower low. So is this the start of a pullback? Well, we'll have to wait and see on Monday. Now keep in mind tomorrow's Christmas Eve here, so the markets in the U.S. are closed, so our week is over at this point. So we're gonna have to wait until Monday to see. Are we going to have a slight down leg here? Is this going to be the correction that many people have been waiting for? Or are we going to base sideways again and keep moving up? And time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. Now, the two stocks that we've been tracking this week, our first stock is GNTX, and we're going to start by looking at a daily chart here. Now, GNTX is still currently basing. So it's still looking bullish at this point. Now, if we take a look, you can see we had a really big day here back in the beginning of December. This is December 3rd. And if I were to shrink this up, actually let me reset it here, and now shrink it up, you can see that GNTX is a pretty slow mover. In this period here, it was slowly crawling up, pulling back, bull pullbacks, up, down. Here we had a bit of a downtrend forming here, and then just recently here in September, there we go, we had that nice big run. Okay, slight pullback there, actually a little bit more than what I'd like to see. We dunked underneath this 20-day moving average, and then we made a higher high, and we pulled back, and then we had that gigantic move. So currently our trend, you can see from these two lines here, ideally what I'd like to see here is if we can continue to base even next week. That would be great if we can just base, hit this trend line here. This trend line should act as a catapult to break up here, unless it breaks before. The longer it bases here, the more powerful this base becomes, and the more potential it has to skyrocket here. So GNTX, keep your eye on this for next week. Hopefully we can base a few more days here, and that would also set up the weekly nice. If we take a look at the weekly, if we can get one more day of basing, okay, one more candle. So next week, if we can base here, then we'd have a nice high base set up. Right now it's a little bit too short for a base, personally for me. Really I'd like to see 3 to 4 bars here. We've got 2. Next week could be helpful. If we can base again, hit that trend line, and then pop up, this guy could become very, very powerful. And of course the 60-minute, if you're a swing trader trading off the daily charts, the 60-minute tells you when to go, and it's still telling us to wait out here. We're still basing sideways here. Once you see the 60 starting to make higher swing highs and lower swing lows and higher swing highs, that's the signal to go ahead and go long. Okay, let's go ahead and take a jump over to our bear stock. Our bear stock is SHLD, SHLD. Okay, and there was a note here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Markets are too strong to short currently right now. If you're shorting in this market, you best know what you're doing. There are some short trades, that if a trade is weak enough, it'll break down no matter what the market's doing. However, it's always best to have the markets in your direction. Right now, the markets seem to be too strong to short. However, I'm still liking this trade because we are basing here. It's not going higher like the market. It's just hanging out. Now, we talked about this shadow line last 2 days ago. This was the last resort shadow line. If it closed above that, it's showing signals to me at least that it's a little bit too strong. And you can see the last 2 days. Last day I talked to you, we opened at that shadow line, closed below it. Yesterday we tagged it again, closed below it, and today we actually traded a little bit above it, but the important thing is that we closed below it. So this is still looking good. We could see the 20-day moving average here is starting to level out, which is always good. If this guy starts to break down, you can see the potential that it has to break. Keep your eye on the volume. Okay, we want to see dissipating volume in this base, which we are seeing. If I shrink this back down here, you can see the big volume that came in when it went down. And as we started going up back here, not much volume came in, so that tells us that buyers are not very interested in this stock. It has more volume when it goes down. So that's what we're waiting for here today. Now this is kind of a crazy bar here. We'd have to investigate to find out exactly what happened that day. But volume is dissipating, and that's what you want to see in a base. And if we do start to crack down here, look for volume to confirm that. Increased volume would definitely do that. Let me take a moment here and wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, to you and your families and everybody that you care about. This is my favorite time of year. Time to think and reflect on family and friends, and I'm wishing you all a very happy and prosperous new year in 2011, although we still have a week for that. But I hope Santa treats you all well, and enjoy the day tomorrow and Saturday, and we'll be talking to you again Sunday night. So again, Merry Christmas everybody, and take care.